Hi, this is Jojopah, and I just wanted to share out some information quickly about the eclipse for this evening of July 4th, 2020. Um, Whenever you get a hold of this message, just know that it's the right time and you can still do what I'm suggesting, because these phases, energetic phases that we move in and out of, aren't are really according to man-made time. It's really on cosmic time. So the main thing is that when you hear this, if it resonates with you and it's something that you feel drawn to do, notice that if you didn't do it on the at the time of the eclipse, that's okay. You still have time. So here's what I'm talking about. This eclipse marks the third that we've had since June. And usually there's something like, I don't know, maybe about four eclipses during the year. But this year, I think we have eight. I mean, it's really, really crazy how many eclipses are showing up. And so eclipses are important because they're a time when we are to pause. That's why there's a darkening of the sun or either of the moon, and so the message, cosmic message is, okay, humans, you need to pause and you need to pay attention. And also to when something's being eclipsed, something's being like removed, something's being taken out. And so it becomes a time for us just to have a mindfulness about what is it I'm ready to let go of, shift up, change up, you know, again, transform, transition, recalibrate, reset. So it's about change and growing our consciousness because we're constantly changing, but we don't pay enough attention to it. So, Creator set up the heavens in a way that helps us as humans remember that and take some focused, conscious time to be aware. So, this eclipse, which is a full moon eclipse in the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn, according to astrology, represents things like rules, regulations, hierarchies, structures. And as we know, and especially if you've been following my work, that we are in a time of great change, like all these structures being tumbled down literally by Confederate statues, or and rethinking of things and how things are said, how things are done, as it relates to not only race, but truly things related to how we're treating each other as human beings. And COVID, again, comes along too to help us grow our consciousness about how we are not loving ourselves and our fellow humans enough, and we need to shift that. We need to get back into balance. So tonight on July 4th, at it'll be 8:07 my time here in LA, so in Pacific time, there will begin the opening of the lining up of the sun, the moon, and the earth. And shamanically, that is a portal that opens, and it's a portal that gives us an opportunity to do some energy shifting, because we're supported by the heavens. Yeah. And so starting at 8:07, and it'll go for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. So for here, that time would be getting close to 11 o'clock. So, and I like to think of it just as a 3 hour period that we have a chance to consciously put some focus on changing up something. And this eclipse also is eclipses that have been happening in the sign of Capricorn and Cancer over the last 2 years. So if you think back to January 2018 and think about where you were at in your life then, think about where you are now, and you'll realize that you've gone through a growth cycle. You're not who you were back in 2018. Yeah. So, my suggestion to you is to think about, since you're completing this growth cycle and we have a new one that's going to begin, what three things would you like to achieve by July of 2022? What three things would you like to accomplish or to achieve? Where would you like to be at in your belief about yourself, in your belief about your life, the world? Where is it you want to be by the end of July in 2022? So take some time to ruminate over that, contemplate that, write it down if you can, tuck it away in an envelope that you can check back and look at later, like in those 2 years, to say, wow, yeah, look at this. Because when we manifest in this way, in this conscious way, you guarantee that the universe is going to get you to where it is you need to be. So, again, as always, be safe, wear your mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing. The United States is right now in an emergency state in regards to the level and the frequency and amount of people who are contracting COVID 19 or who are dying from it. And this is a very real thing, it's not made up. So I wish you well. Be safe. To me, right now, it's no different than March. In fact, it's even worse than March. So practice staying at home so that other people can live. I love you, and I look forward to talking with you again very soon. Bye bye.